Just a few months before hosting the SEA Games, Philippine Olympic Committee President Ricky Vargas made some surprising announcements in the POC's general meeting on Monday. Vargas announced the removal of some officials in key positions, saying he has lost his trust in them. Among those removed from their posts are Membership Committee Chairman Robert Bachman and former President Piping Juanco of the Constitutional Amendments Committee. Also given pink slips were SEA Games Chief of Mission Monsur del Rosario and his deputy Charlie Ho, Committee Vice Presidents Joyce Romasanta and Jeff Tamayo, and Treasurer Julian Tamayo. The POC President also fired back at several members of the Executive Board who held a meeting despite his prohibition. Vargas called for an election for all positions in January. At several points during his speech, the POC President started getting personal. Vargas said people think he's too nice, but admitted that he's no saint. He added that he will do anything he can to prevent Philippine sports from, as he said, going back to its dark days. Meanwhile, former President Piping Juanco says he was disappointed with Vargas's decision.
To clarify some of the issues that have been floating around it's really unfortunate that the President gave anybody else a chance to speak out. And most of the issues that he spoke about were past issues that were no longer being entertained, which is a big waste. Marami sana naayos.
With this, SportsCenter Philippines was able to get the general reaction of the committee from POC spokesperson himself, Ed Picson. He says no one expected this from Vargas, so there are a number of violent reactions.
Expectedly, those who were affected looked a little aghast because they never expected it of Mr. Vargas. Like he said, Mr. Vargas has always been very accommodating, and he was reaching out to all the board members, even if these board members were actually not elected with him. Yes, there were some rather violent reactions from a couple of those who were affected, but Mr. Vargas didn't pay it any mind.
Now, Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Butch Ramirez says he was offered the Chief of Mission position, but declined to take it. Ramirez says sports leaders must consider peaceful interactions to achieve unity. He adds he mourns waking up to the Philippine sports world in shambles.